What is up, guys? It's your boy Rick Kakis, and today we've got some brand spanking new Destiny 2 news, courtesy of the Bungie weekly update that has just gone live, revealing official information. And so, let's get started. Now, first things first, what went down this week for Destiny 2? Well, on the Monday, we got a massive announcement, but that announcement isn't really going to make too much sense until we talk about what happened on the Tuesday. So on the Tuesday weekly reset, really not too much went down in-game. We have a brand new Grandmaster Nightfall, the Proving Grounds, available to challenge this week with a crazy new modifier. I did a guide on that. If you want to check it out, it's linked right up above. But on top of that, we had a really important hotfix go live. So, first of all, as you can see, made some changes for PvP, for raids and dungeons. Importantly, they fixed the issue where the Garden of Salvation secret chests were only dropping armor. They can now drop weapons, which is a huge deal because pretty much no one cared about the armor. They're obviously going after the new red border weapons because those raid weapons are now craftable. So that's going to help you, have just a better chance to get more red border drops. And then on top of that, made some kind of bug fixes for episode Echoes and episode Revenant. And then for armor, they actually fixed an issue where the Mask of Fealty, which is the new exotic hunter helmet, would not consistently create crystals when defeating frozen targets with Withering Blade. You used to only have to hit a stasis crystal to get that Withering Blade spread. Now you can hit a frozen target to get that spread, but they say it's now been a slightly increased gravity to tighten up the spread to account for this fix. Regardless, guys, I did a video on the Mask of Fealty Hunter build. This thing was already cracked before this fix, and now it's going to be even more consistent, so definitely check that out. But the big thing, the thing that is absolutely going to impact how you play, is that they fixed the perk waiting issue, or I should say the wait gate issue, the perk combo waiting. What the heck is going on there? Well, essentially, people discovered that there was an issue with Bungie's code that was causing certain roles to be much less likely than others. So certain perk combos were a 1 in 500 chance, and others were like a 1 in 20 chance. So if you were going after certain god rolls of certain weapons, you might have just been up against it with RNG. So, if you want to see the full story of like how the community discovered this, Bungie's initial response, how we kind of embarrassed Bungie into admitting this was a problem, all that stuff, definitely check out this video linked right up above. But long story short, you should now have a significantly easier time getting certain rolls for a lot of weapons out there. Now, keeping that in mind, the Monday announcement makes more sense because to kind of apologize for this issue, which may have been impacting the game for months, if not years, Bungie's doing some pretty cool stuff. So on November 19th, which is going to be the launch of Act 2 for Revenant, there's going to be double Vesper's Host dungeon drops, which is sick, and then you can actually go to the gunsmith and for free get a bunch of god roll weapons, including, guys, the Chill Inhibitor Heavy Grenade Launcher with Envious and Bait and Switch. You can just go and get that roll for free. This roll was so good, it was the roll that caused the perk waiting conspiracy to be discovered because players were so obsessed with getting it, they discovered how unlikely it was to actually get this roll. So this is a huge deal. I don't even have that roll. I'm going to be first in line at the gunsmith to pick that bad boy up. If you guys want to see a full breakdown of all those changes, those god rolls, definitely check out my video on the subject linked right up above. But that is a huge deal, guys. Like, mark your calendars, November 19th. There is some insanely good loot that anyone can just go and pick up. Now, moving on from there, let's get to the brand new information within the TWAB. So, first of all, guys, Bungie announces a new Developer Livestream for Act 2. Like I said, Act 2 of episode Revenant is coming in on November 19th. So Bungie says that you can tune in on November 12 at 10 a.m. Pacific, which is going to be reset time on the upcoming Tuesday for the Developer Livestream, when we'll share a detailed look at the new activity, rewards, and more coming in the second act of Revenant. And that is pretty exciting. Now, the new activity, I believe, is called something like the Tomb of Elders. You can see it in-game when you go over all of the different ingredients. There's one that says drops from the Tomb of Elders, which obviously isn't in the game right now. And it's said to be a remade Prison of Elders from Destiny 1, so kind of excited to see what they're doing there. You can watch this live stream on their Twitch channel. Of course, that's linked in the TWAB, which is linked in the description of this video. And there will be Twitch drops turned on. So if you watch for at least 15 minutes, you will get this brand new emblem, which is very sick. Now, moving on from there, guys, we also have the Grandmaster Nightfall catch-up going live next week. So they say with Revenant, we're trying out offering previously time-gated weekly content all at once up front. It started with story missions, and we are continuing that trend with our Grandmaster journey this episode. For eager first-time conquerors or veterans looking to gild the title for the 10th time, we're offering more flexibility in how quickly you can reach your goal. So starting again on November 19th, which is Act 2, you'll be able to access all 9 Grandmaster Nightfalls for the episode in the Grandmaster Catch-Up node. Grab your favorite fire team or find one through Fireteam Finder and continue your gilded journey. So, kind of an interesting thing, and you're going to be able to get Conqueror on November 19th. You can do it just that day if you want to. So, moving on from there, guys, we have the Vesper's Host speedrun competition results, as you can see. And after that, guys, we have the Bungie Foundation Hurricane Relief wrap-up. You can read that they raised around $375,000, which is awesome. Then they had a bunch of submissions for builds. You have the hashtag builds of Festival of the Lost. I'm going to have this up right here from Revenant on X, and there's a bunch more in the TWAB, again linked in the description of this video here, guys. And then moving on from there, we also have the winners of a couple of competitions. First of all, there was like the more IRL pumpkin carving competition. You can see some of the winners right here. We have some pretty cool pumpkins for sure. And then there was also like a fashion competition. So you got Perry the Platypus right here, and you have some other stuff as well. Of course, like I said, the original creators are linked in the TWAB, which is linked in the description of this video. The Minions one is absolutely awesome. Now, moving on from there, we just have some notes here when it comes to known issues. And importantly, I also want to say this note right here, the Festival of the Lost weapon perks update. So last week, they investigated an issue where the focusing options for Festival of the Lost weapons on Evil Levante featured older weapons and roles than intended. This issue has now been resolved. So essentially people were focusing and also just getting the 2023 versions of the Festival of the Lost Weapons. So if you only played Festival in the first like day or two and you were not getting the roles you want, that's probably why it's worth getting back on and doing a few more Haunted Lost sectors, because you're actually going to get the proper roles. And then on top of that, guys, in terms of known issues, I really want to talk about the fact that the Arcane Embrace shotgun, the brand new shotgun with the brand new archetype, the curated role from Evil Levante has Trench Barrel, which should not be available as a perk for this weapon. Now, unfortunately, they don't say anything about what they're going to do about this, but yeah, Trench Barrel on the Arcane Embrace, the one you get from Eva, it's glitched. It actually doesn't have a shot limit. Normally, when you activate Trench Barrel, you have 3 shots, then it goes away. For the Arcane Embrace, it lasts infinitely, which is kind of crazy, just as long as the timer is counting down. So definitely hold on to it. And I wish Bungie would say what, like, are they going to replace Trench Barrel? They're just going to leave it in the game as a kind of a fun thing? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. In any event, guys, that is going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed and found this informative. If you did, please remember to help me out by simply rating and especially sharing this video. If you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCacus. That is linked in the description down below. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day.